Yes, people. Abs in the building, waffled on. Make sure you suck the likes and all of that, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. Listen, what we're going to do today is I'm going to imagine I am the manager of Arsenal Football Club, and I am going to select um, each team for the next five fixtures. So we know what team we have after the break. And if you don't know, it's Nottingham Forest. I'll just bring up the actual fixtures here so you guys get a good idea on who the next five fixtures are. Okay, and this I don't think it's going to be easy. So it goes to show how difficult life is being a football manager as well. And look at the days in between as well. 3 days in between the Forest and Athletic game as well. So your brain's kind of going mad right now because you know that you've got injuries. You don't know who, I mean, you'll have an indication of who might be playing and who might not be playing. But I'm going to go based on the information now that we have in front of us now. Okay, so if we look at Arsenal's injuries, if I can find that injury page. So going by Arsenal's injuries, this is based on the injuries that I see. So Saliba's out, Bukayo, Ben White, Kai Havertz, Norgard, and Gabriel Jesus. Now, it says late September here. We're still in early September, mid-September. Does that mean Saliba's back for the next game? I don't know. I really don't know. So we're gonna have to kind of like, how do we do this? Our next game's on the 13th, I believe. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say he's not gonna be available for the Forest game. Yeah. Let's just do it like that. Make sure you slap the lights, guys, and everything. Yeah. Manager waffled on in the building. Arsenal manager waffled on, taking over Arteta's reign for 5 games. Let's see how easy this is. So anyway, Nottingham Forest game. Just got off the break now, and I'm going by today. I'm not going by if anyone gets injured in the England game or anyone gets England international break after today. I'm going by today. The team that I would pick for the Forest game. Now, bear in mind, yeah, that Arsenal have to come back strong after that loss against Liverpool. So I'm putting out my strongest team, or what I think is my strongest team. Yeah. So this is how I'm gonna start the Forest game. So this is for the Forest. This is the Forest lineup, guys. Yeah. So we know who's going to be in goal. It's going to be Raya. Raya is in goal. And you know what, guys? If you don't agree, put your details in the chat, and then we can have a debate about it. I was going to do this with Kate, but I thought, you know what? Let's get this out of the way today, because I've been wanting to do this. I wanted to be acting like a manager for once. But anyway, so Raya in goal. I think Timber's okay because he wasn't on the list, so I'm going to add Timber for now. So Timber goes in at right back, and the first game might be easy. Might be easy to. It's when we get to the Athletic game and the City game, I think it gets a bit peak. So I'm going to pick Mosquera for the centre back position, and then I'm going to go with Gabriel. So the back four is looking kind of easy at the moment. Calafiori, if he stays fit, I'm going to start him. Never get this guy's name. Calaf. So that's the back 5 sorted for now, okay? So in midfield, I'm going to go like this. So this is a home game. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Eze. Ethan. And, no, sorry. What am I doing? Just Rice in it. Let me put Rice here actually. Sorry. Zubi, Rice. And I'm going to play Ethan in the 10. Odegaard's, I know he's had shoulder injury. He had a shoulder injury, but against Forest, I think we need like Ethan. I think Ethan is definitely good enough to step up in this type of game. So this is what my lineup would be so far. On the left, we go Eze to start, Gyökeres, and this is based on today, guys, as I said. And on the right, Madueke. So that will be my team to start against Nottingham Forest next Saturday, September the 13th. I think this team has variation, strength, pace, interchanging. Calafiori running down that left, interlinking with Eze, Rice, set piece Rice. We want to see more than just set pieces, set piece FC. We want to see a bit of interchanging, attacking, because Forest ain't no mugs. And Forest, although people say they play a low block, I think they play more of a mid block. So they will smell anything. If we are not at our game, they will pounce on anything that they can. So, and they've got good players. They've got players like Chris Wood, Morgan Gibbs White, Aina, players like they brought McAteer in as well. He's a very good little midfielder. They've got two bullies in defence, just like ours. Murillo and I can't remember the other guy's name. Big guys though, so on set pieces they're going to be a threat as well. Ndai or Ndoy, whatever his name is, they've got a whole heap of good players in their team that I've not even mentioned. If I go through their squads, they got very good players. So we have to be on it next Saturday, because if we don't, there might be an upset at the Emirates, and I mean it as well. I don't look at Forest's game in isolation against West Ham and think, oh, you know what, they're rubbish and all that. West Ham, I'm not going to say West Ham could beat anyone on their day, because they're not that team. But history says that they've beaten us a few times, innit? And you have those games where you have off games. Let's be real, yeah. You have off games. So turn the light off, because you have those games where you're not playing to your full ability. So I guess we need to line up strong. We need to have pace on the wings, and we need to be able to see if we can try and thread Gyökeres in more. And I need to see a bit more variation in attack, because right now it's just looking too boring. I think if we start Odegaard this game, it's just like the same old, isn't it? Same old. We need a bit of physicality as well. And Wanyeri's not. I don't think Wanyeri's a bum at the end of the day. He follows his pass. He can shoot. He's very good in terms of getting past players. Whereas Odegaard, I think he plays passes and he kind of like just waits. So this would be my attacking lineup against Nottingham Forest next Saturday. Yes, we want to be winning this game and be comfortable to take off players, because the next game that we have is going to be a Champions League game against Atletico. Massive team. It's going to be a very hard game, and against Simeone's team. So how do we set up against Simeone's team now? Now, You can argue that we're better in the Champions League. Our style of play probably suits the Champions League better. Make sure you slap up the lights, guys, as well. Yeah, you can argue that our style of play suits the Champions League better, but then also, how do we set up in the Champions League? Now, remember, we're not going to always play the same players in every single game. Maybe the goalkeeper or maybe a centre back, but I need to try and vary as well slightly in the different games. So anyway, let's move on to the next game, and this is against Athletic Club. Okay, so 3 games later, the boys will be playing again. So Raya will be in goal this time. Keeper's all right, so you know what I mean, they'll be all right. Now, I would tend to think that Timber comes off at some point in the Forest game after 70 minutes, where we make changes. Yeah. So what I would do is, and I'm not going into subs and all that, yeah, because if I had my choice, you know, I would do the subs and everything, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So for the Athletic game, I think this is obviously another very important game. It's your first game in the Champions League. You want to get off to a win, but you know what? You're playing against a very, very good Spanish team. You would think that that Spanish team is the equivalent to Arsenal in La Liga. They've got very good players. You know, obviously they've got a very good striker in Alvarez, and they've got solid players in it. They've got very good defensive players. Man like what's his name? The guy that played for Chelsea, he's there as well. They've just got very good players. So where is that game actually? That game is, let's see, that game's Athletic. So yeah, they're gonna try and impose their game against us. So I think this is where I get a bit like nerdy now, and I think to myself, well, can we go there and nick a goal, nick a 1-0? But as long as we just stay solid at the back, we should be okay in this game. Big up to more Arsenal in the building, says hit the lights up, and he is absolutely correct. Let's get the lights going, people. Yeah, we've still got another 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4 lineups to do. Yeah, and listen, people, help me out. I need an assistant coach in the chat. I can't do it all on my own. So against Athletic, I'm gonna do this. So depending, this is 3 days later. Can Timber play 3 days later? Can Calafiori play three days later? That's my questions in my head. So okay, let's see if we can go for Timber again. Timber. Go for Timber this time. Then I'm thinking Saliba's going to be hopefully ready, because it said mid-September, yeah? So I'm bringing my boy back, Saliba. Hopefully he's fit by then. He's rested the whole Forest game, and then the 3 days later, he's fit to play. So I'm going for Saliba. Might not be right, but I'm going to go for Saliba anyway. Because as I said, remember, he could be back mid-September. And these are players, isn't it? These players, they should be able to be fit in these type of games. I don't know what anyone else thinks. Okay, so obviously Gabriel in the back line again. Gabriel, back line. Now left back is interesting now, because we've got the likes of Skelly, Nkapie, and Calafiori now as well. So because Calafiori has played against Forest, I don't know if he can play free. I don't know if he can play I don't know if he's going to be able to play because he's just coming off international break as well. So he's playing a lot of games. You can also play him as you could. Oh. You know what? Let's make the adjustment. Let's put in. This is a difficult one. Maybe we go for Skelly for this game to keep it tight because we're going to keep it tight in this game, innit? So let's go for Miles. Miles obviously played against Andorra the other day. He has experience of playing Champions League as well already. Now he's not no slouch. Miles, I think he'd be very good defensively. Who's he up against? Let's just have a look at Atletico. I want to see the type of players they got in their team. Because I don't watch Atletico. So they got Inaki with. Is it Athletic Bilbao or the other one? Hold on. Oh, it's Athletic Bilbao we're playing. I thought it was the other one. Sorry. Okay. So now I don't think it's that great. So against a Nico Williams, I think he's on the left though, isn't he? Inaki Williams. Okay, so it's not the big Atletico, yeah, it's Athletic. Sorry about that, Athletic Bilbao. So I'm not too worried about Athletic Bilbao, in all honesty. I'm not really too bothered about them. So does Rice play again? I think Rice will have to play again. Rice. Zubi. And we're gonna bring back Odegaard for this game. Martin Odegaard can slot in there. We don't know when Norgard's gonna come back, but Norgard's never touched. He's never touched Champions League ever in his life. So I don't know how is he gonna cope with that? Remember, these are the injuries that we have here. No Saka. Ben White, physical discomfort. I don't know what that means. Kai Havertz, knock injury. See, none of these guys. I'm going to refresh this page as well, see if there's any updates on here. So it's still the same. And I don't know how accurate this is, but I think some players can play. Come on. I think some players can play 2 games in a row. It's the 3rd game that Man City after that, but we get to that in a minute. Okay, so and this is difficult. This is very difficult. Gyökeres has to play again. He has to play. So Gyökeres goes in there. Where is he? Gyökeres. Where is he? It's Gyökeres. Do we play Martinelli in this game? Does Martinelli start in this game? Or do we play Madueke on the left? I don't know. As much I love Dalman, yeah, but I don't know if we start him in this type of game. We could do, but I'm not too sure. Do you know what? I'm starting Dalman, man. People are like, oh, you starting him in the Champions League? Yeah, I am. I'm starting him in the Champions League. And I'm going to start this guy, Martinelli. That's who I'm starting. Now, maybe I could have changed this a bit. Maybe it's not really the team I would go with, but come on, we're playing Athletic. They're not the greatest team in the world, so I think we could get away with that type of lineup. Let me know your thoughts, okay? But that's what I'm going with. Moving on. Moving on to the next game. We have, and that's depending on if everyone's fit. Who's the next game? The next game is against, I think it's Man City. Let me just double check. Man City at home. I'll just show you guys there. Man City at home. Okay. So, once again, actually, do you know what? Let me go back to here. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know now. Maybe I'll put Kepa in goal. No. It's got to be rare. It's got to be rare. Okay. So next game we have Man City at home, and if we go by, so that game is going to be 5 days later. Okay, 5 days later, Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. So we'll have a bit of time to recuperate, but still. We still put Raya in goal, as far as I'm concerned. Raya. This is where it gets tricky now, because Man City is going to be a difficult game. Man City is a difficult game, and I think it's a game that we have to win as well. Oh, against Man City, who do we go with? That Nkapie can play centre back as well, can't he? You can. Oh yeah, but we need our best players, man. Okay, right. Once again, back four. Do you know what? I'm a tyrant, man. I'm an absolute tyrant. I don't know if Timber can play 3 games in a row, seriously, but I'm just doing the Arteta thing, man. Running him down. Is Saliba fit? Saliba, Gabriel. Bring in Calafiori again. Calafiori gets his place back. Timber can also be swapped with Mosquera as well. I think he could also start as well. I don't know whether to play Saliba. Oh, I'm not even showing you the line. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's my back 5, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm hoping Saliba will be all right to play. You know, if he's got through 1 game and he's rested, that he's able to play the Man City game as well, because we need our strongest lineup, guys. This is why it's so difficult. Rice and Zubamendi have played every game so far. Every game. Realistically, can they play every single game? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so maybe we play Rice this time, yeah? Rice in the 6 instead of the 8. Odegaard and Eze. Eze in the advanced 8. Rice here. Maybe something like that. Maybe Trossard. Trossard coming back into the team. Gyökeres again. I'm gonna have to give him a rest in the Port Vale game. He's definitely not playing the Port Vale game. And on the right, we put Madueke back. Madueke there. So maybe that would be my lineup for the City game. It's tough, you know, guys. It's not easy. It's very tough. It's not easy. It's not easy to choose a team. Big up to Gary in the building, DWTT. Don't waste a tweet. Make sure you subscribe to my guy, DWT. They're very difficult. It's not easy, guys. But that would be my game. That would be my team against Man City. I know I could probably make it better, but I don't know. Next game is Holiday, Port Vale. But we have to be careful against these type of teams, yeah, because this is going to be at Port Vale's grounds. And we know that you've seen it already. We've seen upsets for Manchester United already. This game will be, again, 3 days later. So now we have to have a full rest before we play against Newcastle now. So in comes Kepa. Let me just share this. In comes Kepa, getting his first start. Maybe I should start Kepa in the Athletic game as well, but I just see it as the first game in the Champions League. You want to really also make, you know what I mean, some kind of statement as well. So Kepa. This is where we bring in Nkapia, yeah. So I don't really want. So Mosquera. I don't know if we play Mosquera there. Ben White, I don't know when he's going to be back. I really don't know when Ben White's going to be back. But I don't want Gabriel and Saliba playing. Or does one of them have to play? Does one of them have to play? Because they've already played like every other game. Gabriel's played every other game, so I don't want him to play. What I may do, Calafiori, maybe I start Calafiori in this position, or nah, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna put Nkapia centre back. Miles left back, right back. I'm hoping Ben White's fit by then. Let's just put Ben White in there for now. If Ben White doesn't play, then I move Mosquera to the right. And I don't even know. But anyway, let's just go like that for the moment. I would bring in Lewis Skelly against Forest and Port Vale. That's a good point. It's a very good point. I don't know if you've seen the lineups I've done already, but we can go back to it anyway. So don't worry about that. But that's a very good point. Big up to Comp 285 in the place. Big up. So in midfield, does Norgard get a start? Norgard, if he's fit. Norgard. Ethan. Who plays on the left? Because I know who's playing here. That one's getting a start. Havertz ain't even available, so we might have to play Tross. Do you know what I would do? This is what I would do. I'll play Martinelli here. Trossard here. Who's filling out that left? Who's going to fill on the left, people? Who fills out the left position? I'm not too sure. I need to look at the players in the squad, man. I ain't got a clue. I don't know who's going to play on that left. Maybe Marino? I forgot about him, you know. I forgot about him. Maybe Marino goes in. Marino. Maybe we see something like that. Absolute slow midfield, but if they can't get, if they can't beat Port Vale, man, what are we doing here? What are we doing? That's What do you think about that team, guys? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, or a 1 or a 2. I don't know. Maybe a 1 to say it's okay. Maybe a 2 to say no. Changes need to be made. But you know what? The reality is, it's probably going to look like this. Martinelli in that position, endowment like that. So that's probably because Nkapie can play 2 positions, and he can play left back and centre back as well, isn't it? So I don't know. Maybe centre back is probably the hardest one to come in, but you know what? It can be done. It can be done. Okay, Rice, Odegaard 8. Rice, Odegaard 8, Eze 10 in the balance. Against Port Vale, though, we have to think against Port Vale. They've already played. So they've already played 1. Rice, Eze. Okay. Rice doesn't play that. We go for it again, but they've already played. Like, remember, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games to be played, so we have to kind of balance it. I think in a Port Vale game, we need to give them a bit. Yeah, sorry, this is the Port Vale game. Yeah, sorry about that. This is the Port Vale game, so I think we need to kind of like, we've got to give some of the players rest as well. So maybe that's the team I go for, possibly. But on to the last one, and that's against Newcastle. This is the 5th game, yeah, against Newcastle. And remember, Kepa's played his first game in the Cups, which really he should be in the Cups for. And remember, guys, this is dependent on today. It's not tomorrow. If someone gets injured tomorrow, you know, then everything changes again. But Raya goes back in goal for the Newcastle. This is going to be a difficult game. So Raya back in goal. And where is this game being held? This game is played at Newcastle as well. 4:30 kickoff, 28th on a Sunday. So we'll have four days to recuperate. So if we look at the games, so the first game is on the 13th, and the last game is on the 28th. How many days is that? 7, 8. What's 7 and 8? Is that 15, isn't it? 7 and 8, 7 and 8, 7 and 8, 7 and 8. My maths is terrible. Yeah, that's 15. So 5 games in 15 days. So literally 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. It's quite a bit. So Raya back in goal. Timber comes back into the mould. Saliba again. If not Saliba, then Mosquera. Gabriel comes back into the mould. Who do I play against? Left back. Does Nkapie play? Does Nkapie get his first start against Newcastle? Or do we go for Miles? Because this game's going to be pretty physical, isn't it? Up at Tyneside. So who do we play? Who do we play in the left? It's the left back position that's, I don't know. I think after once I finish the show and everything, and people watch it back, they're probably going to be able to say, no, well, you should have started this player, and then I will get it. I'll get it more. But at the moment, I'm just doing this on a live. I've not really had time to think, so I'm just trying to think right now. And Capia is quite physical, isn't it? But we've not seen him play on our left side yet. Would it be too much to start him in that position now? Or do we bring in someone like Calafiori, who's very good on the ball? He can be physical as well. Who do we play? Who do we play? Who do we play? I'm not too sure. But for now, I have to make a choice. I'm going to come back to that comp in a minute, in a bit. Yeah, that's a good selection though. Who do you play centre back though? If you play in the Port Vale game, if you play in Nkapie left, who do you play centre back? Calafiori. Okay, so let's just do this. All right, I'm gonna have to make a decision, guys. Yeah, because I'm the leader against Newcastle. I'm gonna need. You know what? I'm gonna go for Calafiori. You know, I'm going for Cala. Calafiori starts. Rice and Zubi back in the team. Rice, Zubi. It's gonna have to be Odegaard again. Don't know why. I'd rather play Ethan, to be honest. Eze left. Gyökeres back in business. And Madueke. Team's really messed up here without Saka in it, because Saka being out is absolutely messed up. And this is where we're at the moment. This is where we're at. Nkapie left back versus Port Vale, that's a good shout, you know. That is a good shout. I was thinking of playing him left back, but I didn't know who to put centre back. That's why I put him centre back. Because who else do we play? Let me just bring this one up again. This is against Port Vale, guys, yeah? Go back to this. Who do I play? Do I put Calafiori next to Mosquera then? Because Calafiori would have played in the game against Manchester City. So you've got to be careful, guys, what we do as well, innit? Like, we have to rotate players as well. You can't just I don't think Rice and Zubimendi can play every single game. We have to try and kind of rotate it a little bit. Like Rice and Zubimendi playing the first 3 games, they're only getting rotated on the Port Vale game, and even then, I think Athletic we can get away with a lot of changes as well. But because it's the first game of the Champions League, I think we need to be careful. You would play Raya against Port Vale, not Kepa. That's crazy. Kepa's got to play at some point, and in the cup games, I think he needs to play in like a game like Port Vale. I don't think Raya needs to play that game. Oh yeah, we've got Ben White as well. Sorry, I forgot about Ben White. Yeah, Ben White's in there. Ben White's in there. But I don't want to concentrate too much on the Port Vale game. I don't want to concentrate too much on that. But anyway, guys, yeah, from left to right. So, team against Forest. That's my lineup. Team against Athletic. That's my lineup. Although I don't think Dalman will start. No, Dalman can't start because he's not in he can't start because he's not ready. He can't play yet. So I'm gonna have to change it for Madueke. Can't play that game. Just remembered. Team against Man City. That's my team against Man City, sorry. Maybe I'll swap out Calafiori for Miles. Because Miles likes these type of games, isn't it? He likes the aggression. Oh, he's playing in the Champions League game as well. It's the left back, yeah. If you notice, it's the left and it's the right back. I mean, the left and the right wing and the left wing. Those are the key positions. So that's the Man City game. If you've noticed, I've kind of changed it up with Eze being in the 8, but Zubi probably plays and Rice being in the 6. Against Port Vale, pretty straightforward. If Norgard's back, I don't want to play Rice against them. But if Norgard's not available, then Zubimendi plays against Port Vale. But I'll just keep it like that for now, just in case he does come back. And last game against Newcastle, that's what I'm going for. So Madueke is getting a few games. I'm expecting some goals and some assists from Gyökeres, Madueke, and Eze as well. I'm expecting some GA from those guys. There's a lot to be. There's a lot of stuff going on there. But anyway, guys, yeah, only 45 minutes, people. Let me know what you think of the teams in the comments. I'm quite happy to listen to changes and stuff like that. 7 likes in the building. Thank you very much. And let me know, guys, management is not easy. And I'm not saying that to stick up for anyone. But as you can see, yeah, that was quite difficult. That wasn't easy. And also, there's going to be players here, what I've chosen, that probably won't be played. They might pick up a knock in the game, so you have to change it, keep changing, constantly changing. This is Football Manager. This is online Football Manager. Imagine what it's like, yeah, day to day, training your players. Someone gets injured in the lineup, you're ready to play, and then like Saliba's situation, gets injured. You have to make a decision on the spot. So yeah, this is football, guys. But yeah, make sure you slap up the likes and everything, guys. Yeah, and you know what? Put a comment. Because YouTube like comments, and they like to get the algorithms going. And I feel that we need to start commenting. Let's start talking about our team, guys. Yeah, are these good team selections, or do you disagree with it? I'm happy for you to disagree with it, because I learn from others as well. Do you understand? Yeah? And maybe I could think about, maybe I could have changed that. So yeah. Anyway, people, yeah. Thank you for all joining today. Those who will be watching this later when they wake up in the morning. And big up to DG2, Comp 285, DWTT, and more Arsenal. Thank you all for joining. And listen, we'll catch you later. I don't know what I'm doing later. I think I'm doing a watch along. I might be on Egal's stream later today. So we don't know. But anyway, peace. People, have a great Sunday, and you will see me soon. Waffled on in a building. Yours truly, we out. Peace.